Alright, viewers, welcome to this new class. In this class, we are going to create a basic age calculator. So this age calculator, it is going to work in such a way that let's assume there is going to be a voting system, that is an election system. And in this election system, there is a restriction of age. That is to say, if somebody is not up to 18 years of age, so he cannot be able to participate in these voting activities. So person have to be 18 years to above. So this program now is going to work in such a way that it will ask the user of the program to input his age, that is the number of his age. So when the user input the number of the age, application will now go through the number, process it, and see whether he is eligible to vote or he is not eligible to vote. Alright, so the essence of this class is that we are going to learn how to make use of input in Python, how we can be able to input number, how we can be able to input text, and all the processes we can be able to do for us to make sure that the input is working properly. So let's take an example on how the input function works in Python. Alright, so we are going to start with the number. The input of number is different from the input of text, and likewise the way you are going to create the function is also going to be different with the one that you are going to create with text. Alright, so let's start with the text. Now let's assume now we are going to create a simple program that will ask of your name. When you put the name, then it is now going to greet you together with the name that you inputted. So first we have to create a variable. We can call this variable to be name, then we can say is equals to. So we are now going to use an input method. This input method, this is how you can use it. You put input like this, you open a round bracket, then you now put the question, that is the question that somebody is going to be asked. So say, what is your name, please? Alright, so now this simple statement now can give your user chance to input information, and when you input the information is going to be inputted here, then it is going to be stored in this variable. So let's run this program and see how this simple statement work. So I'll go to this and click on run. Alright, so this is it here. It is asking of the question, what is your name, please? So I'll put a name. Maybe I can put something like Abdul. So I'll hit enter. So now you can see when I input the name is already stored in the variable, but you cannot be able to see it without print. Yes, of course. So now let's use a print statement. So this print statement, now we are going to print what? We are going to print name. So when we print name, next thing is we are now going to run the program. When I run the program now, it still asks of the name. If I like this, I can give you a space. I can just hit create a single space like this. So now when I run it again, alright, so when I run it again, this is it here. So I will now put the name. Alright, so the name, I can put something like Abdullah. So I'll now hit enter. When I hit enter, now you can see it prints the name that I've inputted. So this is how input statement work. This is how input function work in Python. I can add some string. You can say your name is, then we'll close the string, then we'll concatenate it with plus, then we'll now put space. So we can now run the program. So it is asking of the name. No matter what name comes to your mind, I can put something like John. So when I hit it, it will show me your name is John. So this is how you make use of input function. So now we are going to see how we can make use of input function when it comes to numbers. That is when you are recording number in a number variable. So I have to remove everything from here. So let me unveil this code. I have a variable called age, then int input, please enter your age. So this is how you can be able to receive integer or number into a variable in your program, unlike string that we only make use of input on that. So now on what we did, let's assume I'm going to print it out and see what we have inside the age. So I'll just do like this. I'll now run the program. So now let me put any number. I can put something like 20. When I hit enter, it is showing me what 20. So this is how it works. Alright, so now let's go back to the previous mentioned application that we're going to create, which is going to be an election system or a voting system. So for we to do that, we are already understand this. Next is we have to create a condition. This condition in the program will make use of if statement. We also make use of else if statement, or we make use of else. So if it will now check the condition to see if that person is up to so age, then it will now tell the person either he is going to be qualified or is not going to be qualified. Else if, that is another condition that you have to check whether that person is so age or not. Then it is also going to create a statement telling the person whether he is eligible or not. Then else, that is if all the two conditions, the if condition and the else if condition, are not met, then else statement will be executed. So now let's see how the program works. Have if age is equals to 16 or age is less than 18. That is in this line here. If age is equals to 16, or this pipe symbol means or, age is less than 18. So it will print what? It will print you cannot vote at this age. You still have 1 or 2 years remaining. So that is to say, if age is equals to 16 or age is less than 18, that is between 16 and 17. So this message is going to be printed out for him. So now let's do the print out and see. Alright, so this is the print already. So now let's run the program. So on running the program, it is asking of the age. So I will input an age which is either 16 or 17. So I will start with the 16. When I hit enter, it is showing me that you cannot vote at this age. You still have 1 or 2 years remaining because it's 16 years of age. Let me run the program again. So when I'm running the program, I'll put something like 17. So when I hit enter, it is still repeating the same print, which is showing that you cannot vote at this age. You still have 1 or 2 years remaining. So that is how the if statement works, and it is checking whether the person is 16 years or less than 18, which is 17 years. Alright, so now let's check the next condition. The next condition says else if this ELIF, that is else if age is greater than or equals to 18. So what will happen? This is what will happen. It will print you can cast vote at this age. You are adult. You are an adult. So now let's see how it is. When I run the program now, I'll start with 18. When I hit enter, it is showing that you can cast vote at this age. You are an adult now. I can still run the program again and put something like 50 years of age. It is still showing you can cast vote at this age. You are an adult. That is to say, any number after 18 years, either is the number is 18 years or greater than 18 years, it will always print this per person. Then the last part, which is else, that is if the two conditions are not met. If the two conditions are not met, that is if person is not 16 and is not less than 18, and person is not 18 years of age and is not greater than 18 years of age. So now it will print you are too young, go and sleep. That is to say, any number between 1 and this number 16, that is from 1 to 15 years of age, they are all going to receive this message, which is you are too young, go and sleep. So now let's run the program again and see how it is. So I'll put something like 10 years of age. When I hit enter, it is showing what you are too young, go and sleep. If I run the program again, I input something like 15 years, hit enter, it is still saying you are too young, go and sleep. While if I run it with 16 years of age, it will tell me that you cannot vote at this age. You still have 1 or 2 years remaining. While lastly, I'll still run so I'll put something like 30 years of age. When I hit enter, it is telling me that you can cast your vote at this age. You are an adult. So this is how you can make use of input in Python where you can input information into your Python program. The program will process the information and give you output based on it. And this is also how you can use your condition, that is conditional statement, with the use of if. So do not forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Do not forget to follow us along. If you have any question, you can ask in the comment below. Thank you very much.